Typhoon Yagi approaching China with a Category 3 landfall expected on tonight's Tropical Weather Bulletin. Tropical Weather Bulletin for September 4th. On the map of world tropics, we have a Category 1 Typhoon Yagi being the only active storm right now, but we do have quite a few areas of interest active currently. In the western Pacific, Typhoon Yagi is approaching China and will peak on Thursday likely as a Category 4 or high-end Category 3. It currently has winds of around 75 miles per hour and a pressure of 982 millibars. Elsewhere, we have Invest 93 and 94W with a 60% and 20% chance of forming. In the Atlantic Ocean, we have three areas of interest with 30 and 20% chances of development. On this day, 17 years ago in 2007, Hurricane Felix was reaching its Category 5 peak with winds of 170 miles per hour and a pressure of 924 millibars. It made landfall on Nicaragua as a Category 5 with winds of 160 miles per hour and a pressure of 934 millibars. It caused almost $720 million in damages and killed 133 people. Elsewhere, Mariette was just reaching hurricane status and peaked the next day. We also had Typhoon Fetal approaching Japan as a Category 1 onto the names in the Atlantic. The next name is Francine, followed by Gordon. In the Eastern Pacific, it is Helena, followed by John. And in the Central Pacific, the next name is Iona, followed by Kelly. In the Western Pacific, the next name is Lipi, followed by Babinka. And in the North Indian Ocean, it is Donna, followed by Fingao.
Here we are on the GFS. You can see Yagi in the South China Sea there. So Yagi here quickly intensifying, peaking on Thursday with a pressure of 934 millibars, which is a Category 4, making landfall at 944 millibars, which would be either a high-end Category 3 or a Category 4. So stronger than the GFS was currently predicting. Well, previously, my bad. Moving into the I can't for the life of me remember. Gulf of it's like the Gulf of Hainan or something, but it moves. Gulf of Tonkin, that's it. Moving into there, making landfall with a pressure of 963 millibars, which would be a Category 2 or a Category 3. Another storm forming there behind Yagi. You can see that probably definitely reaches typhoon status. Another storm forming there, that one getting strong. That looks like at least a Category 3. Another typhoon there, that one is at very strong, 941 millibars, 939, 930. Getting all the way down to 935 millibars, which is a Category 4. Grazing the top edge of Taiwan there. And then another tropical storm forming behind that. That looks like it's just a tropical storm. And another tropical storm there in the South China Sea. So, very active in the Western Pacific in the next few weeks. Where's the Atlantic? There's the Atlantic. Alright, so here's the Atlantic. The GFS has been keying on tropical storm forming soon for the past few days. That looks like maybe a tiny tropical storm that goes into maybe Belize right there. 1,001 millibars, so tropical storm. That looks like maybe two tropical storms right there, or tropical depressions. Probably tropical depressions considering the high pressure, but that is definitely something tropical there. That is a tropical storm there at that point. Looks like it absorbs that second storm. Looks like getting up towards hurricane status, 988 millibars. Getting up towards hurricane status. That is definitely hurricane status. Getting into the 960s there for pressure. Peaking, I don't know if that's peak, but 961 millibars there. That'd be a Category 3 likely. I'm going to go check the Eastern Pacific, see if anything happens. Yep, tropical cyclone. Right there. That be Ileana. That looks like just a brief tropical storm spin up there, maybe for about 3 or 4 days. Looks like its remnants get pulled up into the Baja California Peninsula. That looks like, is that tropical? That's maybe a tropical storm there in the Gulf of Mexico. Brief tropical storm. But, yeah, one storm in the Eastern Pacific. I'm going to check the Indian Ocean just because. That may be maybe a little hint at a tropical cyclone right there, but it doesn't look like it fully develops itself into a tropical cyclone. That is a fully developed tropical cyclone, never mind. Looks like maybe probably a tropical storm. It's getting stronger over land. Is it going to pull a Gulab Shaheen? Is it going to pull a Gulab Shaheen? The answer is no, it will not. But there's that massive typhoon rolling through Taiwan there. I didn't comment on the China landfall, but that looks like 964 millibars would be a category 2 or 3. That looks like maybe a hint at a little something, maybe trying to form there, but probably not getting very far. So I don't know why Tone is still listed as a subtropical depression. There's barely anything left of it. Uh, but Yagi is still listed as a tropical storm by the JMA and JWC. We, however, are going with a typhoon due to the satellite appearance, which looks decent at this current time. Um, Earlier today, though, that's 100% an eye feature right there. That's the main reason we're giving it Category 1 status, is it did have an eye feature earlier today. And it's still, if you look at the base satellite imagery, it still kind of does. It's very shallow, but still, it kind of does. But overall, the cloud tops are extremely high, up into the minus 90s. It's been holding that for a while, since it formed, basically. But so far, we have confirmed 14 fatalities in the Philippines from Yagi, and so far only around $2,000 in damage. I'm sure that will go exponentially up. But so far, it doesn't look terrible. Anyway, that's it for tonight's Tropical Weather Bulletin. Like, subscribe.